friends. Today I am here working on a thank you card for the Cut Cardstock Design Team blog, and what I'm working with today is a Royal Sundance felt cardstock in brilliant white. And what we're going to do here is color the cardstock before we cut it with our die cutting machine. So I have cut a couple of pieces in half here so that I can do a quick technique on it to add some color. So what I have for the first one is I'm using Nouveau shimmer powder, and so I have it in the green and the blue. So it's Atlantis, Burst, and Blue Blitz, and so that's going to be one layer, and I'm just sticking it down here on my waffle flower mat, and I'm going to hit this with some water and activate that powder. So kind of a generous amount of water there, and then I'm going to take my cardstock and kind of stamp it or run it into that color, and then you'll see how we get this beautiful wash. And I just want to make sure that I get all parts with color, and then I'm going to set this aside to dry. So isn't that beautiful? Look how it takes that color up. Boy, that is really, really nice. So there we go, and this has a shimmer to it, so once it dries, you're going to see, I don't know if you can see it right now in the green, there's going to be a little bit of shimmer to it as well. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and then I'm going to clean up my mat here, but I think before I do that, I'm just going to take a scrap piece and pick up what color I can. I can use this for something else later. Alright, so I'll set that aside, and then I'm going to clean this off with a baby wipe and go on to the next color. Alright, so just trying to get up as much as I can here. I'm okay with some of it traveling on to the next piece because, once again, we're layering this together. And so if they work together, that would be fine. So the next layer, I'm going to use the same technique again with the shimmer powder, and this time I'm using Solar Flare and Cherry Bomb. So we'll just put a little down. And then I'm going to spray it with water again. It's a generous amount. You can see I just have a spray bottle here labeled water. And I'm just going to get that wet. Pretty generous. You can see the colors start to spread out. And then we're going to take our cut cardstock and let it pick up all that juiciness. Look at that. So there, another success, different color combination. Get that little white spot in the middle there, just rub it with my finger. There we go. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and then we'll be back to do the cutting. Okay, so I am back after cutting the file on my Cricut, and I will link to those cut files below, and they are free for you to use. And what I have now is some double-sided tape, a pair of scissors, and then the cut pieces. So I waited for them to dry, and then I cut them out of the different colored paper that you saw me make. And then I held it up to the white background, and although that could work and is very nice, it had this large area up here that was stark. And so I decided that I would color the background sheet. I did this off camera, but you saw how I did it on these pieces. I did a majority of yellow, and then I introduced a little teeny bit of each of the three colors, the additional three colors that I used on these pieces. So it's going to end up being kind of a psychedelic or tie-dyed looking card when we're done. So this is the back piece. This is going to be like a tri-fold card, but we have to cut it in 3 different pieces to make it work. So here is our piece that says thank you, and it's scored along the edge here. So I'm just going to fold that back, and that's how it's going to attach. And then the U is folded along the opposite side. So it creates the trifold. So it connects to the thank you. So to do this, we're just going to line everything up at the bottom, and you can see I have the fold on this back side here. And then we're just going to cover this with some double stick tape. Just kind of get a small piece. If you don't have the double stick tape, you could use an adhesive. I just found that this worked really quick and easy. So I'm going to line that up there. Make sure I'm flat along the bottom edge here. Everything's lined up correctly. And then I'm going to fold that tape over and attach it. Alright, so now we have the first layer attached of our card. Okay? And then we're just going to do the same thing to attach the thank you. So I'm going to open up that fold, cover it with the double stick tape. And I think what I have here is a 1/4 inch double stick tape, if you want to know. And I got this off of Amazon, but any brand will work. And so you just peel the cover sheet off, exposing the tape, and once again line everything up so that it fits. Sorry if you hear our furnace in the background. It's making some crazy noises. Alright, and there we have the trifold thank you card. It opens up like so. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will link to everything that was used in the tutorial down below, and so you can make your own. Hope you enjoyed it.